to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royals, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hog, it is a rite of passage. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chance.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Cutting in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On second down, he'll fire. Dances away from the heat. He makes the connection.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to go up. Nice job on 1st down, stop them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Now go to dime package, just a nickel package. And taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this run.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now on 1st down from the 28. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on you on 2nd down.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 48. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy's quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO. And just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. first down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down comes.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He makes it ground. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting a touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Old Dominion. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas,
and how about that one? Definitely be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket. Play action and keep in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? Puts the defense in a really tough position.
Offense in a bunch formation. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it though.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking left. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up in that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of a great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Yates. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the play.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays. I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw this round.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got his man out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Now you open up for the passing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Looking to throw. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, mixing it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarterfinal. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think we've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
He wants to throw. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for his offense. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat, extending the play, trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They make the stop, but the sweep rhythm catches plenty to give them a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. The skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands. And the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The short hands, it's Harris. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football coming out of this point.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so they can win this game.
This offense has a second down plan. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. Need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man, but I got a pass rush like that.
He's looking for a man on second down. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Takes the easy completion. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This crowd knows when to bring it. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Floats it out in space. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away past incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
That's a really nice looking throw. I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Just plowing down the field. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation, building on that lead.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset win. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But to show that defense, you will attack everyone.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And this one's not working. He'll just run away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with him, so they forced the incompletion throw.
He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Leach.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, and then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right foot.
He wants to pass it on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
He's got it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one. They're on the phone. They're up by 7 over Cal. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game and trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? It just can't come.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Now adjusting. Outside the pocket, let's go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. No huddle, offense to the line.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's a killer. 2nd and inches, you want to take a shot and make a big play, but now it turns a 3rd down situation that could have been really good to a 3rd and long, and this offense now has to execute at a high level.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the 1st down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Swings it out to his running back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to do push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The give as they work on that clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Running behind that left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, look out, the ball's free. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one.